Hi everyone, so I'm back today with another Craft With Me video. I've seen a few people lately using up their scrappy pieces and making snippet rolls or what do you call them things? Masterboards. So I'm gonna possibly do some snippet roll. I tore up these. This is from a big encyclopedia, a history encyclopedia. And I'll do a couple of, obviously I'll glue them all together, just like from about there to there, and they're like 3 inches that way. And where's my ruler? I've got loads of rulers, but, and that's 9 5/8, but obviously it'll be a little bit shorter. So I'll do that, and then we'll see. There's more where that came from. That's just like a, that's just a teeny bit. And then I've kept some of the pages whole, and we could maybe glue them together and just make one big masterboard. And then I can chop that up into tags, pockets, whatever I want it to be. So keep all your scraps. Some of this isn't actually scraps, it was full sheets that I haven't used, and I just thought I'm doing something that's blue at the moment. If you watched my last video, I done Craft With Me on making this simple single signature journal, but I have gone ahead and I've decorated it. I didn't do that on camera because I just kind of like to get on and do that. So that's what I've done. So what I'm going to be making with this, some of it will go into this. So if you want to watch how I made this single signature, just go to my playlists or go back a video. I think it's a video, one video back. Just depends on when I upload this, I guess. So I'm gonna stop this, and then I'm just gonna crack on and do it. I'm not gonna blabber, and I will speed it up a little bit because this is more or less a watching video. You don't need to hear me talk, like saying, oh, I put that paper here, oh, I'll put that paper there. You just watch, because everybody will do it different. I won't even be able to like repeat what I'm doing here. I won't be able to follow that and do it again. It's just the one-offs, aren't they? So yeah, stay tuned and enjoy the process. I will be back speaking towards the end of this video, but just for now it's going to be a little bit music, and this is going to be sped up a little bit for you. Okay, so I have done that length. Now I'm just going to trim off all the little bits that are hanging over. You're probably thinking like, well, why didn't you just do it to size? But it just gives you a little bit of sculpt playing around with some of the papers. So I'm just going to trim all that off and then I'll be back. Okay, so that's it all trimmed. Now I'm actually going to go in and look for some stickers. Sorry about that noise. So I know I've got some blue stickers, I've got lots of green ones. Might actually put some of them in there. So I'm just going to look just for a couple of blue stickers. Might not just keep it blue, might pop some other colours in. We'll see as we go. I know I have actually been, is that the same one? That's the same one. I get my stickers from, I'll put that white one in there, Timo. Right, have used a lot of the blue ones up, to be honest, but there we go. I just, every time I place an order, I'll put that in there because it's kind of neutral. I buy a couple of these because I'll do that as well because they're cheap as chips. I want to say chips, I mean like potato chips, like chips, not French fries. I've got that one. Might put a few leaves in just to, because we don't want it all. It's good to break the colours up a little bit. Let's go in here. These were just like foliage stickers I purchased. Let's see. Yep, we'll have that one. And that. And I'll look for one more. I might not use them all, but I just want to take, oh, I quite like that. Right, that will do. And we'll just space them out. And I'm going to go through my tubs and maybe find some little labels and things like that to pop on there as well. Right. Like, how cool was that? Oh, this is when they're thinking. The thinking hat's got to come on. Right, we'll pop that there. Wow, that came off first time. I normally have to struggle with them. Like I said, I'm not like, well, I probably won't use all of these. They were just the ones that I liked. I'll actually put that over the top of that. That's kind of nice. And kind of like that one. And then we will have one more there maybe. Oh, actually maybe that one. Actually, I might use that one. Pop them in frame here. Okay, let's put these away because they can stick to stuff if you leave them lying around. I just use these little fridge containers and mark them up. Right. In here we've got just anything blue. I'm just gonna trim it off and possibly use it. Got a mixture of everything in here. There's a label. As you can see, I just print them, chop them up, and then just, I don't like fussy cut them straight away. Not my thing. I just throw them in tubs and it works okay for me. But I do like seeing everybody else's organised ways of doing stuff. I'm just not that way inclined. I wouldn't know where things were if I started doing that. I like chaotic mess. Got that one out already. There's a little bluish thing. Oops. Right, put that back in there. And we'll see what's in here. That's too much. Too much. There's a word there that I might use. I may use this part 1. Oh, we'll use that. Well, I think I might use that because it's blue. What was it I just saw here? I will, that's all says 15. That one says number 59. I don't think there's much else blue in here, or is there? Probably not. Right, so that's enough for now. Let me just fussy cut all these and then I'll be back, because you don't want to sit and watch that, do you? Okay, fussy cut these little bits out and just gonna again just randomly pop things in places. Maybe there, because if I do chop that up it would be good to maybe have that part of it. I'm just going to ink that up if I can find my, there it is, my little dauber. So these are the kind of things that you can do once you've got a load of scraps, which I'm sure everybody's got scraps, and you can sit and do this on a little tray on your lap watching the TV. Keeps you busy, and you can maybe get to spend time with the other half who's moaning that you're in your craft room too much. I'll put that there. But yeah, it is something that you can do, or especially if you've kind of lost your mojo. This is good to do. Just sit and do things like this, because I'm sure you will probably find some inspiration once you start, you know, doing little projects. And obviously it's a good way to clear the decks a little bit. Make space for new scraps. It's never ending. It's like the other day I don't know what it was I was doing, but I'm doing my own little art journal at the moment. I'm not going to share it until I've finished, because I put too much pressure on myself once I start sharing things like what I do for my personal. I'll just show you the cover, but it is a work in progress, and it's all made from packaging paper, and I don't like the front of that now, so that will get changed. I haven't done the back, I've just gessoed just that. Anyway, I thought, oh, I'll use this bit of scrap up. Well, I used it up. I used it 3 times on something, and then I still ended up with 2 pieces of scrap. So 1 piece of scrap turned into 3 pieces that I used, and then 2 pieces that I still had left over. And I thought, well, that really hasn't got rid of that at all, has it? I got, you know, it went from 1 to used it for 3 bits, and then now got 2 bits left over. How did that happen? Whoa, my door just blew right open, and it scared the life out of me. Let me just sort that. That was creepy. Just like blew right open. Right, we've got these. I don't want to overdo it, because you can always add little bits afterwards, you know, when you actually get around to using it. I'll put that there. We'll put the other one here somewhere. I am going to stitch this as well, and you could, if you wanted to, Don't know where I'm going to put this. Put it there. Yeah, you could, if you wanted to, back that onto, say, coffee dyed paper, or I might actually do that. Actually, I might. Right, let's just put these little bits on. See, now I'm thinking, am I doing too much? I might just leave them because I don't want to overdo it and ruin what I've done. Right, so I'm going to back that. You could use Amazon packaging paper, you know, when you order something that's, say, that size, and you get it in a box that's that size, and that's rattling around, and it's got like 500 meters of brown paper, because I get that often. But I'm just going to use some coffee dyed papers. I've got some bits that'll probably do it. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. And what I shall do is, the reason I didn't use this is because that's the last one I've got, and I'm going out tomorrow, so I will get more of that, but I need it for later on when I'm doing some other things. So I'm just going to glue around the edges. Actually, don't really need to worry about the edges, do I? Because I'm going to be sticking it. I'm going to be sewing it. This is blocked up a little bit. All right, there we go. I would prefer to use the glue stick, but I've just explained that. So, and now we know that is 3 inches, so I could have just measured out a couple of 3-inch strips, but no, I'm doing it this way. And I am going to overlap that as well. Now you could go on and on and on for hours sitting doing this. I'm just obviously going to keep this to this size for now. I could add on to that later on as well. See people do that. Where did the glue go? That's not, yeah, I'm going to need another little bit. And I'm just going to do this as a part 1 and then come back and do the masterboards as a part 2, because this is obviously, whoops, a little bit of glue there, because this has taken longer than I thought. And I don't want to have a really extremely long video. It's kind of getting to that home time of day. Everybody's strolling home from work. Well, strolling, when I say that, I mean in their cars and right. And motorbikes, that's what we just heard. Right. We only need a little bit of that. I am wasting a little bit of this. Just putting that back in my drawer. Right. And again, I'm just going to overlap that. And we shall put that like so. And then I shall trim all that off. I'll do that actually. Oops, I just hit the camera. There we go. I need it the other way. No, I'm going to do this off camera because it's too big to do it. Maybe not. Let's use the scissors. There we go. It's not the easiest way to show you. You can use a ruler and a blade. So you can check out my playlists. That is linked below. That can get kept. Yeah, the playlists are below. Or if you go onto my channel, you can, so I've just been nosy out the window. If you go onto my channel, there is, it says playlist, just click on there, because I've got more than one playlist. There we go. Right, now I'm going to go and stitch. I'm going to do a zigzag stitch around the edge, and I might try taking like just a normal stitch, just a line stitch. What's that called? It's got a name for it, hasn't it? Straight stitch, and just kind of wiggle it around. Don't know, we'll see. I'll see what it looks like once I've done the zigzag, and I will be back. Okay, so I decided not to do like a wiggly crazy stitch, because you know when you don't feel 100% about something, don't do it. that's my motto. Just don't do it. Right, there's a reason why you think that. So there we go. That's just, I mean, I don't know how long that took me, but yes, little fun thing to do, and you have got multiple opportunities to use this within your journal or your crafts. I mean, could shut it. I could cut that down and then stitch down the sides, but make it into a tag. I could make it into a pocket. It could be a pocket, and then you could add some other embellishments to it as well. But yeah, let's see if we can roll this up, because obviously I've used that kind of wet glue. Like, I mean, you can also go in with some washi tape as well. I'm trying to think who, if I haven't already said this, I was inspired. I said there was quite a few people. Who did I see? And there we go. Let's get that rolling down the river. Anyway, I saw Steph from Hilltop Journals. She has made some the other day, and then I saw Amity Bloom. Hers were more fabricy ones though. Oh, there we go. And I just thought, wow, I got all these scraps, I might as well do something with them. So there we go. Where you can see little bits that need gluing down, glue them down. This is why it would have been better using a glue stick, but I've explained it. Let's see, I've got a little clip. Have I got a little clip? Yes. Is it going to go on there? Yes. There we go. So that's my little snippet roll made from scraps, and I will do a part 2 with the masterboards. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. It helps my little channel grow, and it shares, it gets pumped out more to people when they click onto YouTube. And if you want to leave a comment, and yeah, I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.